Hello, beautiful friends. Your style only gets better with age. Have you ever loved your blouse in the mirror, but in photos you looked a little tired? It's not you, it's the blouse. In the next minutes, I'll fix 6 tiny mistakes that quietly age women over 60 and show elegant swaps you can do today, no shopping spree required. Stay with me, because in mistake number 4, I'll reveal the print rule that separates pricey from cheap on camera. After 60, our features soften and our natural contrast lowers. That means fit, fabric, and finish near the face tell the story before we do. A few thoughtful tweaks make you look fresher in real life and kinder on camera. Today we'll correct 6 blouse mistakes: too baggy, too tight or too stiff, outdated necklines, loud prints, the wrong length, and sleeve shapes that sabotage your proportions, plus what to wear instead. Mistake number 1, too baggy drowns your shape. An oversized blouse that hangs straight like a curtain does your silhouette no favors. When the shoulders droop, the sides fall in a rigid line, and the hem swallows the hips, the garment sits on you instead of moving with you. After 60, our natural contrast softens a bit. If your blouse is too wide, your waistline disappears, your legs read shorter, and the eye drops to the heaviest part of the outfit. On camera, a baggy top becomes one big block of fabric. There's no visual anchor at the waist, wrist, or hip to guide the viewer back to your face. The result is not ease, it's overwhelm. The fix is a simple mantra: skim, don't cling. You want the fabric to trace the outline of your shape without grabbing it. Look for gentle shaping that feels invisible, but effective subtle waist definition, subtle shaping seams that glide along the torso, or soft back pleats that give room when you sit or reach without adding bulk. A curved hem that hits right at the hip bone is a quiet miracle. It lengthens the leg line from the side and keeps the front light. Fabric matters just as much as cut. Choose materials with a graceful drop, like silk, crepe, viscose, or a soft cotton blend with a little body. They should hold the blouse away from the body just enough to create air and movement, then fall back into place. If you already own a top that's a touch too roomy, don't toss it, refine it. Try a small front half duck, about an inch, to reveal the high point of your waist. Add a slim, lightweight belt to mark your middle without adding bulk or heavy hardware. Or layer a short piece over it, like a cropped cardigan or a niche older blazer left open. Those 2 clean verticals instantly slim and lengthen. Skip long, heavy toppers with a big baggy blouse, they add volume where you don't need it. Consider your proportions too. If you're fuller through the bust, a soft V neckline plus a hint of shaping prevents fabric from ballooning over the chest. If you carry weight through the middle, a curved hem is more forgiving than a straight, horizontal edge. Pettites should keep the armhole and shoulder fit precise. Even a little extra space there can make you look less defined in your clothes. A quick fabric check helps gently scrunch the material in your hand and release. If it falls in a soft wave, you've got drape. If it stands like a tent, it's too stiff. If it collapses and sticks, it's too flimsy. Aim for that balanced sweet spot, structure with flow. Do a 30-second mirror drill, tuck 1 inch of the front hem and look at your leg length and waist shape, untuck and try a slim belt, then add a short open layer. If any single step brightens your face and sharpens your proportions, your blouse was simply too wide. Remember, the blouse is the frame, you are the art. Let it glide over you, not swallow you. Skim, don't cling. Mistake number 2, too tight or stiff restricts and dates you. A blouse that strains at the buttons, digs into the shoulders, or feels rigid the moment you reach forward is quietly adding years. You can spot it in seconds: faint gaps along the button area, smile lines pulling across the bust, cuffs that bite when you bend, a collar that feels like a brace, or a crisp poplin or cheap polyester that has zero give. The fabric fights you, and on camera those stress lines read as tension, not polish. After 60, our bodies deserve ease and graceful movement. Harsh, overly stiff shapes do the opposite. They carve hard planes where we want softness, spotlight the bust or tummy, and make every gesture look effortful. Choose flow over force. Look for fabrics with drape and breathability: silk, crepe, viscose/rayon, and soft cotton blends with a hint of stretch. The goal isn't cling, it's glide. When a blouse has just a little resilience, it floats over curves, releases when you sit, and settles back without fuss. Matte or soft sheen finishes are kinder near the face than stiff, shiny synthetics, which can throw glare and emphasize texture. Pay attention to the cut, to a shoulder seam where the sleeve attaches that meets the top of the arm. A sleeve with comfortable room through the bicep, and shaping that follows the body without squeezing. If you're fuller in the bust, a gentle V or open neckline, plus subtle bust darts removes strain. If you carry weight through the middle, a slightly curved hem and a bit of ease at the side seams keep the front smooth. Do quick dressing room checks. First, do the arm lift test. Raise both arms. If it tugs across the buttons or flies up, pass. Next, do the sit test. Sit, breathe, rotate. There should be no digging or gaping at the buttons. Finally, take a selfie by a window. If you see pull marks, crisp horizontal creases at the bust, or a collar lifting off the neck, size up, try a different fabric, or switch to a cut with more room where you need it. Small fixes can rescue near misses. Moving a button a few millimeters, adding an invisible snap at the bust, or releasing a side seam can remove tension lines. A well-fitting, smoothing bra can lower the fabric workload so the blouse lays flat. And remember care. Steaming softens stubborn cottons and crepes so they drape. Heavy pressing can make them look stiff again. Elegant never means uncomfortable. When your blouse lets you breathe, reach, and turn without a second thought, you look modern, relaxed, and impeccably put together. Choose drape over rigid, breathable over plastic, and a touch of stretch over struggle, and watch your whole posture soften and lift. Mistake number 3. Outdated necklines closes the face. When a blouse sits too high at the throat or uses sharp, oversized collar points, it closes the area from collarbone to chin, and that closure shows up first on your face. Very high, button to the top collars, tight crew necks, and throwback, dagger point collars build a heavy horizontal line under the chin. That line shortens the neck, deepens shadows at the jaw, and pulls the eye downward. Instead of softness and lift, you get weight and stiffness. On camera, the effect is stronger, the neckline becomes a barrier, and the viewer's eye never quite returns to your eyes. The modern fix is simple: open the face. A soft V-neck lengthens the neck, and creates a gentle triangle of light that flatters every jawline. A scoop offers the same lift with a rounder, feminine feel. Mandarin or collarless styles read clean and current without exposing too much. Leave 1 to 2 buttons open and let the skin at center chest add a soft highlight. Shape the choice to your proportions. If you're fuller in the bust, pick a V with moderate depth, and a firm placket so fabric doesn't spread. If you're petite or have a shorter neck, even a shallow V or ballet scoop can create length. Narrow shoulders benefit from a wider, gently scooped neckline that visually broadens the frame. Strong shoulders look balanced with a slimmer V. If you prefer coverage, layer a soft camisole in a near skin tone and keep the outer neckline open. You'll keep the line long while feeling secure. Use jewelry as a quiet tool, not a statement battle. Choose a delicate pendant at the hollow of the throat or a small pearl strand to bounce light upward. Avoid heavy collars or tight chokers that close the neck. Do 2 quick tests. First, the phone test. Take 1 selfie button to the top and 1 with a soft V. Compare your jaw and neck. In nearly every case, the open neckline looks lighter and more relaxed. Second, the blazer test. Put on a jacket with notched lapels over a crew neck. Notice how the lapels create a V that instantly improves the frame. That's the power of an open line. Think of your neckline as lighting design. Open it and the face lifts. Close it and the face sinks. Choose softness over stiffness, 1 or 2 buttons open, and light jewelry that guides the eye upward. Your features will look fresher, in person and on camera, without changing a single thing about your makeup. Mistake number 4. Loud, busy prints. They wear you. Big, shouting prints, oversized florals, hard-edged geometrics, and a jumble of competing colors pull attention off your face and into the fabric. The eye doesn't know where to rest, so it locks onto the blouse instead of your expression. On mature skin, harsh contrasts can also bounce light unevenly and exaggerate shadows, leaving the complexion looking dull or sallow. In photos and video, the effect is even stronger. The pattern reads first, you read second. That's the opposite of elegance. The solution is not to give up prints, it's to quiet them. Choose smaller motifs with generous breathing room, so there's more background than ink. Look for tone-on-tone designs where the print is only a shade or two away from the base color. From a few feet away, these read as texture, not noise. Up close, they add interest without taking over. If you love color, aim for harmony rather than competition. Try small jewel tone prints for deeper skin and silver hair, or soft neutrals, ivory with cream, dove with gray, blush with rosewood for a calm, refined glow. When in doubt, let the print be the soloist, and keep everything else solid so the outfit feels deliberate. Scale and placement matter. A print that balloons right at the bust or across the midsection can make the area look fuller. Smaller repeats, vertical drift, or patterns that lighten toward the neckline are kinder to the frame. If your shoulders are narrow, a small scattered floral or gentle stripe can widen the top visually. If your shoulders are strong, a soft, broken motif balances them. Collarbones are your friend. An open neckline paired with a subtle print invites light to the face and restores lift. Do 2 quick tests before you buy. First, the black and white test on your phone. Switch to monochrome and take a photo. If the pattern turns blotchy, with harsh patches of black and white, it's too aggressive for near the face. If it compresses into a smooth gray with soft transitions, it's a yes. Second, style the print with solid pants and a solid third layer. If your face stands out more, you picked the right one. Think of prints as seasoning, not the whole recipe. You want flavor that enhances, not a blast that overwhelms. Small scale, tone-on-tone, and thoughtful color are the quiet luxury approach. When the print supports your features instead of competing with them, your eyes sparkle, your skin looks rested, and the outfit whispers elegance. Mistake number 5, the wrong length shrinks your legs. When a blouse defaults to tunic length, covering the hips and drifting toward mid-thigh, it pulls the eye down and boxes in your frame. That long block of fabric erases your natural high points: the waist, the hip bone, the curve where leg meets torso. From the side, your top reads like a rectangle sitting on 2 lines, and your legs look shorter than they are. In photos, the effect is harsher. The camera amplifies that heavy horizontal line at the hem, and your proportions sink. The antidote is precise placement. Aim for a hem that hits at the hip bone or just below. That little shift restores the vertical rise of the leg and gives you definition without cling. If you adore tunics, keep the silhouette balanced. Pair them with sleek bottoms, straight or slim, so the top can flow while the leg stays clean. Create a column of color on the bottom: pants and shoes in similar depth, and let the tunic skim, not balloon. A gentle French tuck, 1 inch of the front hem tucked in, reveals the true waist and breaks up the block without losing ease. Proportion is a game of thirds, and the blouse sets the score. 2/3 leg, 1/3 top is lengthening on nearly everyone. Petite frames feel this most. Even an extra inch of top can cost inches of visual leg. If you're taller or long-waisted, you can carry slightly more length, but anchor it with a curved hem so the sides lift and the eye keeps moving. Skip straight, heavy hemlines that cut across the fullest part of the thigh. On most bodies, that's where fabric adds width. Refine the details. A curved hem is kinder than a stark straight edge. It suggests shape and softens the side view. Side slits can help a longer blouse fall smoothly over the hip without flaring. Choose fabrics with drape so the hem doesn't stick or tent. If the blouse feels boxy, layer a short, open cardigan or niche older blazer to draw 2 vertical lines. Your torso looks longer even if the hem stays the same. Footwear and hem work together. When your pant and shoe share a similar darkness, the eye reads one continuous line. Let the pant hem kiss the shoe, no puddling, no high water, so that long line stays intact under a shorter top. With tunics, a streamlined ankle boot or sleek flat keeps the lower half disciplined and elegant. Do a 30-second mirror test from the side. If the hem slices through the widest part of your thigh, raise it with a French tuck or try a shorter blouse set to hip bone length. Watch how your legs lengthen and your posture lift. Length is quiet power. Put the hem in the right place and the whole outfit rises. Mistake number 6, sleeve shape sabotage. Sleeves can make or break a blouse, and 2 extremes do the most damage: sleeves that grip the upper arm too tightly, and oversized puffs that balloon out and take over the frame. The first clings exactly where most of us don't want attention, carving grooves and creating pull lines across the bicep. The second adds volume at the very place you want lightness, turning a clean silhouette into something overly dressed up. Both choices read as dated and fussy, and both pull the eye away from your face. The modern, flattering middle is simple: aim for 3/4 length and show the wrist. The wrist is a naturally slim point on every body, and revealing it creates instant delicacy and lift, like trimming a heavy curtain to let in light. A sleeve that ends just below the elbow eases the upper arm without swallowing the forearm. Look for a little softness at the cuff, tiny gathers, a narrow band, or a gentle flutter that moves when you move. Skip stiff bells, big puff sleeves up top, and tight ribbed knit sleeves that cut the arm in half at its fullest part. Fit at the top matters as much as shape at the bottom. The shoulder seam where the sleeve attaches should sit where the shoulder meets the arm. Too high and it pinches, too low and fabric pools, making the upper body look slouchy. Give yourself comfortable room through the bicep so the fabric glides when you reach, hug, or lift a bag. If you're fuller in the bust or have stronger shoulders, keep volume near the wrist subtle and the upper sleeve clean so the blouse doesn't compete with your structure. If you're narrower through the shoulders, a modest flutter or a soft bishop sleeve finished with a neat, narrow cuff can balance the frame without bulk. Fabric is your ally. Choose materials with drape, silk, crepe, fluid cotton blends, so the sleeve falls in a soft line instead of standing out like a lampshade. Ultra crisp poplins and shiny synthetics exaggerate folds and glare at the elbow. Matte or soft sheen finishes are kinder on camera and in daylight. There's also a quick, elegant fix you can do in seconds: roll the sleeve cleanly to just below the elbow and smooth the fold so it's neat, not bunched. That one move lightens the whole look and restores proportion. Add a simple bracelet or a classic watch, and let the wrist do what it does best: bring refinement back to the picture. Test your sleeves in the mirror with 2 movements: reach forward as if to embrace someone, and then place your hands on your hips. If you see strain across the upper arm or feel resistance at the elbow, the sleeve is too tight or too stiff. If the lower sleeve billows so much that it covers the wrist and collapses onto the hand, it's adding unnecessary volume. Aim for that sweet spot: 3/4 length, wrist revealed, a soft cuff, a clean roll when needed. When the sleeve supports your proportions instead of fighting them, your whole outfit looks lighter, longer, and effortlessly polished. Let's visualize 3 looks. Look 1: a cream soft V blouse with a curved hem over espresso trousers and tiny gold studs to lift the face, lengthen the leg line, and soften the jaw. Look 2: a charcoal micro print blouse with a neat 3/4 roll and matching jeans under an open cardigan, clean verticals for instant polish. Look 3: periwinkle silk with a mandarin collar, straight dark denim, and a single pearl strand, near face light that brightens the eyes and calms the complexion. Here's your rapid recap: skim, don't cling. Choose drapey, breathable fabrics. Open the neckline to lighten the jaw. Keep prints quiet and tone on tone. Aim the hem at the hip bone for longer legs. Favor 3/4 sleeves to show the wrist. Simple swaps, major lift, cleaner lines, fresher face, effortless polish in photos and in life. You're not too old, and it's never too late to look amazing. If today's tips helped you see your wardrobe with fresh eyes, subscribe for more quiet, elegant upgrades you can use right away. I share practical, camera-kind style each week for women over 60. Share this with a friend who loves a beautiful blouse and wants simple ways to lift her look. No shopping spree required. Your best style should feel soft, refined, and effortless starting now.